good kirtan. Thank you. And Rag Ragini also. You have heard that once Brahmaji saw that the soul of Akasura entering in the lotus feet of Krishna, and thus Sarupa Mukti he received. Brahma became very wondered. And then he wanted to see more sweet pastimes of Krishna like these. In the meantime, Krishna remembered his Jogmaya. Jogmaya came and seeing the wish of Krishna to serve Krishna. And once he called Brahma, Chaturmukh Brahma from Brahmalok. And he came. Then she inspired Brahma to steal the cows. The cowherd boy and cows. By this, what became, Damodara Maharaj will tell in 15 minutes. I told all these things, secret things, in my walking in Bejar. So we always talk very confidential things in our anywhere in our walk. So this was one of these.
Gurudev Gaurachandra Radhika Dadale Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Tadavante Namo Namaha Narayanam Namaskritam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire. So first of all, I offer pranams to the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev, Tridandi Sannyasis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis. So Gurudev has instructed us to discuss the pastime of Brahma Mohan Lila, the Mohan Lila. Actually, this pastime is so much confidential that one of our gurus, Sri Madhvacharya, he considered this cannot be really part of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Because he thought Brahmaji is our Adi Guru, then how is it possible that he could become bewildered? But Sri Jiva Goswami in his Sandarbhas has explained, as Gurudev said, our Guru Brahmaji was not bewildered by Mahamaya because he is pure devotee. Actually, this was all arranged by Bhagavan's internal energy, his Yogamaya. Therefore, Yogamaya, or Icha Shakti, she understands the desire of Krishna and the devotees of Krishna. Therefore, she arranged for this astonishing pastime. Every morning, Sri Krishna goes cow grazing. That time he is very young, Komar age, only 5 years of age. How many calves does Krishna go grazing with? Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says 10 quadrillion. 1,000 thousands is a million, 1,000 millions is a billion, 1,000 billions is a trillion, 1,000 trillions is a quadrillion, and there's 10 of them. Just to give you an idea, Asankhya Koti. How unlimited is this Braja Vrindavan? So Sri Krishna at only 5 years age, he goes with these 10 quadrillion calves, and you can imagine how many suckers. Idam satam brahma sukam bhutya dasyakatanam padadevatena mayasritanam naradarikena sakyam kita punya punja. Who can understand the glories of the cowherd boys? Itam suk brahma, itam satam brahma sukam bhutya Those liberated Paramahamsas, always absorbed in Brahmananda, they cannot understand. Those who understand and worship Sri Krishna as the Supreme Lord, Padadevatena, they cannot understand. Mayasrita, Mayasritena, Naradadakena. Those, and what to speak of those who are captured by their illusory potency Maya, how will they understand that after collecting pious activities for billions of births, they are now the direct friends of Krishna. As they went cow grazing, each boy had some lunchbox. Because all the mothers, they have cooked only for Sri Krishna. Therefore, sometimes the boys would play in the forest. Some would pretend to be monkeys. Some would imitate the calling of peacocks. Some would pretend to be storks in the river. They would play, they would jump. And seeing Krishna, they have so much attraction to him, they would run. Aham purvam, aham purvam. I will touch him first. I will touch him first. Therefore, Krishna is so much absorbed in the happiness of this Sakiras that he forgot that it's lunchtime. Therefore, Yogamaya, she arranges some break in the pastimes. Asila Prabhupada, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he says, variety is the mother of enjoyment. Therefore, Yogamaya enables these demons to enter Krishna's pastimes, so a very astonishing taste is produced. So, Aghasur came. Aghasur was the brother of Bakasur and Putana, who had already been killed. Therefore, Aghasur, who was the personification of sin, he made a sankalpa, or a vow. I will finish Krishna and all his friends, and their souls I will offer as pinda, like sesame seeds, to the departed souls of my brother and sister. Therefore, Aghasur came to Vrindavan and took the form of a huge python, 10 miles long, and extending his upper jaw to the sky, he rolled out his tongue like a highway, and all the cowherd boys, when they came and they saw this huge python-looking mountain, they thought, anyway, let us go inside. Krishna will save us. So all the boys went inside the mouth of Krishna. So Krishna was thinking of Aghasur, how to save my friends. Therefore, Krishna also went inside. Then Aghasur, he tried to finish Krishna, but Krishna swelled his body size in the throat of Aghasur. Aghasur tried to hack Krishna out, but he couldn't. His life air couldn't go anywhere. Therefore, he left his body through the Brahma Rudra. You know, babies have that soft spot there. That's where perfected yogis can leave their bodies. Therefore, Aghasur, like a perfected soul, because Ante Narayana Smriti, Edava Sankhya Yogyam Swadharmam Palamista Janma Pumsam Parolabhya Ante Narayana Smriti. Perfection of yoga, perfection of Sankhya philosophy, the perfection of Varnashram Dharma, the perfection of anyone who's taken a material body in this world is Ante Narayana Smriti, to think of Krishna at the time of death. Therefore, what did Aghasur think of when he died? Only Sri Krishna. Therefore, his soul left from the top of his body and was moving in the sky. Sri Krishna came out. At that time, the soul of Aghasur entered into the body of Sri Krishna. So our acharyas have said, because of always thinking of the form of Sri Krishna, at the time of death, Aghasur achieved Sarupya Mukti, achieving a form just like Sri Narayana. That time, all the devas, the Gandharvas, all were chanting, Jai Ho, Jai Ho. And Brahma heard the noise. He came and he saw the wonderful, astonishing pastimes of Sri Krishna. Therefore, Brahma, his very rustic devotee, he had a great greed. I want to see some more astonishing pastimes of Krishna. Therefore, Yogamaya fulfilled the desires of Krishna and Lord Brahma. Krishna, by one activity, can perform many, many activities. Therefore, this pastime has many causes. One, of course, is the desire of Lord Brahma to see more pastimes of Sri Krishna. Secondly, all the elderly gopis of Vrindavan all feel Krishna is my son. They've all had a desire. If Krishna was my son, I could feed him breast milk, I could feed him, I could clean him, I could clothe him just like my own son. Therefore, the elderly gopis had a desire. If Krishna could become my son. All the cows of Vrindavan, it's true that the cows give milk indirectly, But all the cows, the female cows of Vrindavan, had a feeling, if Krishna was my calf, if Krishna was my son, I could feed him milk directly. And also, all the young gopis of Vrindavan, they all had a desire. If Krishna could be my husband, then how much I could offer him happiness by serving him. Therefore, all these desires were fulfilled in Brahma Mohan Lila. So, after Agasur was finished, then the cowherd boys came to the bank of Yamuna for lunch. It said that every boy had a bag, and Madhumanga's bag was pretty much 3 times the size of any other boy. Therefore, they used to snatch his bag and pass it here to there, and Madhumanga would be chasing it. The boys would take very nice, tasty pakoras and foodstuffs cooked by their mothers and say, they would take a bite, "Oh Kanaya, really this is like nectar, take." And they would push in the mouth of Krishna, and Krishna would be laughing so much, hasya ras with the boys. So Brahmaji, he was watching this, and Brahmaji became most astonished. Hari, Bhagavan is called Yagya Bhuk. Bhagavan only takes the offering of Yagya. Is it when the Brahman is very clean and tilak and everything, clean cloth, then very carefully they chant the mantra Swaha. Then Yagya Bhuk, Bhagavan takes the offering. But Brahma was thinking, Bhagavan is Yagya Bhuk, but this Krishna, he is eating the remnants of coward boys. Therefore Brahmaji also became very much astonished. So Brahmaji, what did he do? As the young calves, they drifted away to chew on the green grass, they went some distance and all the boys became afraid. All the calves have disappeared. To Vrindavan, we will get in so much trouble. Then Krishna said, "Don't worry, my friends, I will go and bring back the calves." Therefore, how kind is Krishna? He's always willing to do anything to please his devotees. Then as Krishna went away, following the calves to bring them back, then while Krishna was gone, then Brahmaji, he stole. I'll explain in a minute. He took, those coward boys disappeared, and the calves also disappeared. Therefore, for a moment, Sri Krishna was bewildered until he smiled. And remember, this is the Maya of Brahma, Lord Brahma. The Gurudev explained this pastime is very confidential. Like we said, when Parikshit Maharaj heard this pastime from Sukadev Swami, that the cowherd boys had told the killing of Agasur 1 year after, then Parikshit Maharaj was very careful here. He said, "Gurudev, how come that Krishna, the cowherd boys told this pastime after 1 year?" Because the cowherd boys, as soon as they go home, they tell their mothers and fathers, Krishna Katha, what Leela happened. What happened today? There must be some Maya of Krishna. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami, he became very happy. Sadhu Krishna Mahabhaga Tava Bhagavata Uttama. Oh Parikshit, you are lucky, you are Mahabhagavat. Sadhu Krishna. Your question is perfect because it gives topics relating to topics of Sri Krishna. Therefore, it's explained that there were 3 sets of cowherd boys. Gurudev explained this. Sukadev Goswami told Parikshit, Guru is Snigdha Shishasya. When the disciple is very affectionate to the Guru, then the Guru reveals all type of confidential knowledge. Like when the calf comes to the cow, automatically milk comes. So when the affectionate disciple comes to Hari Gurudev or Vaishnavas, automatically Hari Katha flows from their mouth. The affection and mercy of Gurudev. Therefore, there were 3 sets of cowherd boys made. What was that? The first set, the original set. Those cowherd boys are non-different than Krishna. Brahmaji cannot even, how Brahmaji can steal the eternal associates of Sri Krishna. Therefore, Krishna covered the original set of cowherd boys by his Yogamaya. By Yogamaya, they were taking lunch for 1 year. They could not understand what was happening, but nobody could see them. What to speak of any Brahmaji not seeing them, even Balaram could not see them. So confidential. The second set, that was made by Brahmaji, by Mahamaya. That was the set that he took and put in the cave. That was made by Mahamaya. And the third set, the first set was covered. The second set, Mahamaya made the second set. And the third set was Krishna himself singing as the cowherd boys. Therefore, 3 sets of cowboys. Therefore, even Brahmaji was confused, even what to speak of me. So, when Brahmaji came, he had stolen the coward boys. Then he was watching, what will Sri Krishna do? Therefore, because Bhagavan Sri Krishna is complete, at one stage he is all-knowing, Sarvagya. And because he is complete, he can also be not knowing anything, Mukdata. Therefore, both these things are present in Krishna. For a moment, he became bewildered. What happened to my calves? I'm really going to get it when I get home. Hi. Then, because he is all-knowing, Sarvagya, omniscient, he could understand. This is the tricky work of Brahma. Therefore, Sri Krishna, in a second, he manifested exact replicas of all the coward boys that Brahmaji thought he'd stolen, but were actually covered by yokes. Meanwhile, Brahmaji returned back to Brahmaloka. But when he got there, what happened? The servants threatened him with a stick. Get out of here, we know who you are. What do you mean? I'm your Lord Brahma. No. The original Lord Brahma is inside, and he warned us, be careful. There's a photocopy coming soon. He looks just like me, but he's a fake Brahma. So when he comes, kick him out. Therefore, Brahmaji was kicked out of his own abode. He began lamenting. Therefore, Sri Krishna can take the form of anyone and anything. But anyone or anything cannot take the form of Krishna. That is different. So Brahma, he was bewildered. He'd lost everything. He lost his own abode. And when he returned back, in that 1 second where Brahmaji went to Brahmaloka and came back, 1 year had passed on this earth time. So Brahmaji, he came back and he saw Krishna still performing activities with the coward boys, but I thought I stole them. Therefore he looked in the cave where he had put them, the false copies. He could see that set is there, that set is also there, but they are completely identical. Brahmaji himself could not understand which was the original and which was the copy. So as he was bewildered, Sri Krishna decided to give him some mercy, and Krishna manifested 1 drop of the opulence of Brajabhumi. We should not think that because Vrindavan is Madhurjamoy Dham, it's full of sweetness, we should never think Vrindavan is without opulence. Vrindavana Oiswara Sahajik Sindhu. The opulence of Vrindavan is like an ocean, and Tara, Dwarka Vaikunta Adi Nahitare Govindu. And Vaikunta and Dwarka is not equal to 1 drop of the opulence of Vrindavan. What did he say? Krishna, all those coward boys, all the calves, the sticks, the flutes, the lunch bags, everything manifested Chatubhuja Sankhya, Chatubhujam Sankhya Padam Goya Rajyam Panayos. Every stick, every boy, every calf manifested a 4-handed form of Vishnu. In each hand was the Sangha Chakra Gada Padma, the discus, the club, the lotus, and the Sangha. When Brahmaji saw this unlimited opulence of Sri Krishna, he became completely bewildered. All his senses stopped working, he became dumbstruck. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said, Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan, Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, when we completely drown in the nectar of the name, that time our senses will be completely defeated by the nectar. Like when Rupa Goswami described the glories of Harinam to Haridas Thakur, Tunde, Tundavani Latim, Tundavani Lodaya Kana Kro, Kadamani, Gatayak, Savindriyan, Sriham, Cheto Pangano Vijayate. All the senses will become completely drowned in nectar. Brahmaji, seeing the opulence of Vrindavan, he became completely dumbstruck. After some time, he regained sense. And he said, Shakshat Tadeva Kim Uttama Sukhanubhuti. Now I have experienced the topmost happiness of having darshan of your form. We should not think that Brahma is bereft of any type of material enjoyment. Brahmaji creates the entire material creation. Also, therefore, he can understand all varieties of material happiness. But when he saw Krishna's form in Vrindavan, then he prayed, Shakshat Tadeva. I am now experiencing the direct embodiment of the highest form of happiness. Then he offered many prayers. Jnane prayasam udapasyanamanteva jivanti sattva-karatam baladiyavatam stane stita shrutikatam tanovatmanovi jay prayasam ajita ajito staipi staistrilokam. Brahmaji said, who am I? I'm just a person 7 times the span of my hand, like that. I'm contained in a pod-like universe. How I can understand the opulence of Sri Krishna? Therefore, Jnane Prayasam Mudapashyana Manteva. Jivan Brahmaji is the original speaker of the 4 Vedas. How much knowledge he has. But Brahma himself is saying, Jnane Prayasam Mudapashyana Manteva. Don't try for knowledge of Krishna, Jnana. How much can you know? Sometimes we see devotees become proud. I know so much. Yeah, you know so much, but how much don't you know? Shastra is like an ocean, and you know 1 glass, and you'll think I don't know who you're thinking of. Therefore, Brahmaji, he said, don't try so much for knowledge of Krishna. Isn't it asked? He said, don't try and know Krishna, just try and love him. Therefore, that person who gives up understanding Krishna by their own power, their own thinking, their own intelligence, how far can you go? Therefore, Brahmaji said, one who gives up that endeavor and simply hears, Tasmin, simply hears from the mouth of the pure devotee, then that person can conquer Sri Krishna, who cannot be conquered by anyone. In this pastime, Brahmaji is very kind. He's showing us Krishna cannot be reached by the power of deductive intellect. He can only be understood by the power of mercy. He also prayed, Sriya Sutim Bhakti Udasatevu Klishantiye Kevala Bodhalogit. That person who gives up the path of bhakti and simply tries to achieve liberation by the process of jnana. People who try and by the breathing process, they try to control the body, mind and senses. And by this they think that they will achieve liberation. That is simply like a heavy weight. Those who give up bhakti to achieve liberation without the grace of Krishna is like someone who simply beats the husk of rice and thinks they will get grains. So much work but no benefit. Brahmaji said it may be possible for someone to count the grains of sand on the beach or the stars in the sky, but it's completely impossible to anyone to count the names, forms, qualities of Sri Krishna. Titenu kampam sisamikshamano mujane vatma kripampi pada rigvad vapube vidaya namaste jivan ki yetsat jivan mukti sapat dayabha. He said, that person who simply tolerates all suffering and understands this is a result of my own past activities, but with body, mind and words continues in the service of Sri Krishna, then that person is eligible for liberation. Because liberation is always on the feet of Bhakti Devi. He said, Narayana Swamna hi Sarvadehinam. Are you not the original Narayan? Are you not the original Narayan? Because just like a mother tolerates the kicking of the child in the stomach, I am also your son, because he came from the navel of Lord Narayan. Then he saw Sri Krishna was somewhat not much impressed by his prayers. Therefore he prayed to the Brijvasis. Even all the Vedas since time immemorial are offering you sacrifice, but you are not as satisfied as you are by drinking the milk from the breasts of the Brajagopis and the cows of Vrindavan. Therefore, Aho Bhagyam, Nandagopa Pradeshtikam, Yam Mitram, Paramanandam, Purnamrama Sanatanam. He prayed, how fortunate are the Brijvasis, because the absolute truth has become their friend. He prayed, I hope in a future birth I can take birth here as a stone. Tadburi Bhagyam, Ihajanma Tava, Yagokalapi Katamangri Rajo Vishekam, Yastunikilam, Bhagavan Vakudas, Tadakyati, Shruti Vijayaneva. He said, I hope in my next birth I can take birth as a stone, because when the Brijvasis go to meet Krishna, Yastunikalam Bhagavan Vakundas, they have given life and soul for the happiness of Krishna. Their foot dust can come on my head, then I can understand who is Sri Krishna. Then finally, he admitted his failure to completely understand Krishna, and with tears in his eyes, he fell at the feet of Krishna and washed the feet of Krishna with his own tears. So, for 1 year, in that 1 year after, from the beginning, Balaram was on the top of God, Balaram and Krishna with the cowherd boys. Then Balaram saw all the cows running towards the calves down there, giving up their new calves. All the men ran down to embracing their sons. Balaram was astonished. how they have so much love for their sons and calves like they used to have for Krishna. What's going on? Then he could see this is Maya of Krishna. Then Balaram was also pleased. Please forgive me for taking so long. Gaur Premanandi.
Chaitanya Charitamrita, it has been written. Ja Bhagavad Pada Vaishnaver Sthane. If you want to know Bhagavad, Srimad Bhagavatam, the essence and hidden meaning of Bhagavad, then you should go to any high class Uttam Mahabhagavat Vaishnava. They know the deep meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam. By anyone reading, it will. By any other person who has no guru, oh, he cannot. So, these are very secret things. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has told all these things. Now, Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah. First of all, my millions and millions of dandat pranam in the lotus of feet of my spiritual master, Paramaradhatam Nitya Leela Pravishtam Vishnu Pasi Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Bhakti Pragyan Kishorushna. And same in the lotus feet of my Siksha Guru, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Now, I told you that I will discuss on praying people. Now Jagadananda Prabhu, remembering the sweet pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, weeping and writing. You can know that sometimes tears coming on the paper. He is telling, Nishtha kari bhaja bhai gaurang gacha. With nishtha, with one pointed, with a strong belief, you should do bhajan of Gauranga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anna Devi, Deva Devi Kabuna bhajan. Don't worship any demigods or any way. Only one pointed to Krishna. And that will be only to please Krishna. Nothing else. At the time of chanting or any time, you should not think, I should be well. I want to make with a very beautiful lady. I want to have a very beautiful husband. I want to have a son. Your bhajan will go. Finish. Nothing, only Krishna prem should come. Gauranga Das Bali Sarva Deveya. All the demigods are the servant of Sri Chaitanya. Brahma, Shankar, Rudra, Indra, Kubeir, all top to bottom. Krishna is Gaur ke kabhi na jane ko. You should always know strongly that Krishna is himself Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What I am telling, not only that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is some superior than Krishna also. Because Krishna with Radhika, now he has become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is combined mercy of Radha and Krishna together. Nij Gurudeve jano Gaura Kripa Patra. Always know that my Gurudev is the recipient of Mahaprabhu. Always like that. Gaurang Parshate jano Gaurudeva Kata. Always chanting, remembering Gaur. Once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Coimbatore, he went to a forest with Jagadananda and Gadadhar. Mahaprabhu saw that one parrot was sitting on the branch of bakul tree, and he was chanting Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari. Playing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu caught that parrot and told, you should speak Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. But yet, Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari, Gaur. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took that parrot and told, you are not speaking Gaur, Krishna, Krishna. Then he told, I know, I am coming from Vrindavan, and you are himself Krishna. I know this also. But I will chant only Gaur Hari, not Krishna. Because Gaur Hari, in so many senses, is superior. So, Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari. Then Mahaprabhu. So, he is telling, Gaur Parshade jano Gaur Devaka, Gaur Bari Rashposta jano. You should not criticize anyone, even he is against Mahaprabhu or anyone. Gurudev. That is it. By criticizing that, conflict will continue. Don't criticize. You should know that Sakali, all are Dasi of Krishna, Gaurchandra. But in against, as a enemy, they are Raspusti, nourishing Ras, like Jatila. Always against Krishna, always against Radhika. But if Jatila was no there, no source. So we should know all. But all our Gaurkas are Krishnas. Parminda par charcha, na karo dukha. Don't criticize anybody. Even you should not glorify any Vishay. Sincere. Never. The qualities are not qualities. Because they do doing bhajan. Gaurdev sikhalo naam se naam karo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told everyone, everywhere, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Always on this name. What is sadhan? Anything will be what? Perfect. By this. By chanting. But not chanting alone. In the guidance of a guru, proper, qualified and Vaishnava. Then you should chant. Then it will give you Krishna Prema. Gaur Bina Guru Nai, a power samsara. In this world, only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is 100%. Not others like him. He taught Ramananda. He taught Sanatana Goswami. He Rupa Goswami. So many he taught. Not by words only. Nowadays we see We tell so many high class of Hari Katha. So much. You should be Vairagi, detachment, and himself Vairagi. What is it? Their Hari Katha will not give any fruit, any benefit to anyone. You should always remember. So, it has been told, who is Acharya? Who is telling and perfectly following all instructions. And those who are not like that, only by mouth, then they are carnivally. So we should try to avoid them. A guru is who? Acharyam. Achar kare, aprachar kare. Those who follow and also teaching others, oh, they are okay. And those who are not doing himself achar, practicing and giving only instruction, you be like that. This will not give any fruit. So it is better, like Haridas Thakur, achar and like Guru Sanatan and all Usman. Oh, achar and achar. Tobe phol phole. Gora achar, gora vichar, loile phol phole. It will come. Then गौर बिना गुरु नहीं और संसारे सरल गौरांग भक्ति सिखाओ सबारे कुटी नाटी छाड़ what is against bhakti which is not bhakti or strictly reserved गौर बाजार लोक रक्षा एकत्र निष्फल or you want to please Krishna and in the same time you want to please Vishay. Vishay means sense and both at a time. In two boats keeping fixed here and there, what will be? 1 feet in any boat and this feet in other. Then we will be. So don't be like that. Only to please Krishna Gaurachandra. Gora, hai Gora bhaja, nae log bhaja bhaja. Either you should strongly serve Gaurachandra or Krishna. Or if you are in intoxication, or then you should go there and you should go to hell forever. Both at a time cannot be. So, I am telling you, keeping all in mind. If you are reading Bhagavatam and thinking deeply about that, you must follow. And at once detachment from worldly desire will come. Even heart road will go away by hearing that. And if it is not, oh, I should marry. What is it? They not fall in Srimad Bhagavatam. Only as a parrot he is speaking. We should avoid that person. Premer Vaichitya Premer Vaichitya Morman Nache Nirantar Kalah Gaurangir Sane Kari Ami Dini Kondole Jagai Nam Jagadananda Prabhu is telling, oh, Premer Vaichitya. From outward it seems that they are quarreling. But from inner they are not quarreling. Jagai has always struggling with what? Fighting with Nibai. But that is not the thing. From upper side, it seems like so. But it is prana by one God. It is very deep meaning of deep brain. Once Jagadananda Pandit saw sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes faint, Krishna, Krishna, and rolling down on the earth. So it seems, if I will bring some very good oil, making mind cool, oh, he may be okay. And thinking he went to Bengal by walking, and from there he collected so valuable cool oil from Ayurveda, and keeping on his head came walking. Oh, how many miles? Thousands of miles. And so many months he came. And he gave that to Govinda, his seva, and told, time to time, you should keep it in the head of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It will keep Mahaprabhu's head very cool and calm. Then Govinda Prabhu told us, oh, he will be angry. Oh, you should tell him and give nothing. Then Jagadananda, then Govinda Prabhu told Mahaprabhu, oh, of Lord Parishram, he has bring some very good, full oil for you. And he wants that I should put some oil sometimes to your head. Oh, Mahaprabhu became very angry. Now oil, then Vardhaniya messenger, those who message, and then good palanka, and so many, and then Sevadasi will come and serve me. Oh, you want that? Oh, take this oil to Jagannath temple and tell them Pujari that he can use for lamp. Hearing Jagadananda Pandit, he became so angry. I have brought fought so bad and very costly. And if we go to Jagannath temple, he took the pot and in front of Mahaprabhu. And he went at once from there in his room and he locked from himself. 3 days, nothing, eating, weeping. 3rd day or 4th day, Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. He knew, oh, sometimes he has won. Now, he had not taken anything from 3 days. He came walking there and he knocked the door and told, I am Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I am going to take bath in ocean and very soon I will return and cook for me. I have 3 days, I have not taken anything, no rest. So I want that you should cook for me. And telling he went to sleep. Then Jagadananda Pandit thought, oh, for me he has also not. So now at once he took bath and cooked so many preparations, very tasteful. He was very first class in art of cooking. So he cooked. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Then, oh, Pandit, bring my prasadam. Then he brought a very big banana leaves, very big. And so many prepared he did in very short time, very delicious. Mahaprabhu sat there and told, oh, I want that both to take prasadam at a time. Then Jagadananda Prabhu told to Govinda Prabhu that I will take evidence. So after that he will take, I will take. Then Govinda Prabhu told Mahaprabhu, you should take first, and he has produced something, so after that he will take. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to take very tasteful. Oh, if anyone angry, cooking, or more tasteful. What he used to finish, he began to again. So many times. Then Mahaprabhu, Govind, that you should be brave. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows it. So he is telling this story. Kirtan, you can.
Mana bol hari, bol hari, hari hari bol, Govinda Madhava, Gopal bol. Mana bol hari, hari hari bol, Govinda
stand up. So you can come here and also from their seat. Oh, let us. Oh. Now Jagdananda Pandit. Huh?
Gurudev ki baat karake mujhko apna dena.
Jagdananda Prabhu is telling again, Chit Kaun Jeev, Krishna's Chinmaya Pastor. Jeev, Krishna is like a sun, but transcendental Chit Suit. And what is Jeev? From sun rays are coming, and in the rays so many particles. So Jeev is like that. When rays are in sun, then they give light. And when sun is not seen, then they go in dark. So if anyone serving Krishna, they are liberated souls. And that very Jeev getting Krishna, forgetting, then he becomes Bhatta Jeev. Conditions. And here, now you are young, you are not understanding, but when you will be old, too old, you cannot walk without any stick. So many problems in this world. And after that, you will give up this body. No, not a single foreign pence with you. You cannot be with your father, mother, wife, husband. And again you will come. Krishna is so merciful that he has given us mercifully this human. We should not waste our time in worldly intoxications and so many things. I had told that in a man, not two swords can be there. What? Huh? Okay. In one case, two swords cannot be. So, to do bhajan, this bhajan and sense gratification cannot be together. We should think this. Krishna has given opportunity that in this human body you can attain that thing. Again remember Krishna and you go to Vrindavan and serve Radha. And if you felt, then no one knows. You will be dogs, you will be what? Pigs or hogs, and you may be fishes and all will eat. So don't do this kind of sense gratification. My all dear sannyasis and brahmacharis, they should be very, very careful about this. Never and never. So he is telling Krishna bahimukh hoiya bhog vancha kare. Then, forgetting Krishna, one are bahimukh and one antarmukh. Antarmukh means serving Krishna. And other without service, they cannot remain. You anyone without serving. If wife, then serving to husband. If children, if husband, then serving all others. You must serve. Better to serve Krishna. When you, from Tatastha Shakti, you see this world, at once seeing this, oh, very tactful, and come down in this world. Rotation. For beginning of creation you are in this world, but never satisfied, like Puranyan, like Pururuva, like father of Jadu, Jajati. They were not such. And want to satisfy these ingredients. Sense? You can. Then, seeing this Tatastha Shakti, Jeev, and there is Maya. This side Maya, that side Jog Maya. At once Chapatiya Bhar. Men? Pisachi, Paile Jono, Mati Channavar. Perhaps you know Pisachi? Ghost. Which? You know which? Oh, at once that will come. And then what will be? You will think that I am this body. And you will be entangled with it. If anything, you are hungry, oh, I am hungry, I must eat. So this what you eat, oh Pisachi, that takes. Our mouth you are taking, but where it is going? So that wish. So now what we are going, all Pisachi is taking. My has saved out. Ami Siddha Krishna Das. But always remember, I have come to tell you, oh my dear sons and daughters, you are not an inhabitant of this world. You are from Guru Vrindavan. By your constitution, but you have forget him and thus have this world. Kapu Raja, sometimes king, sometimes praja, subjects, sometimes Brahmin, sometimes Sutra, sometimes very unhappy, sometimes very happy, sometimes insects, sometimes in heaven, sometimes in this world, and sometimes even in hell. Sometimes demigods, sometimes Daitya, Dana, demons. In this way they walk. Traveling from beginning of creation. Krishna had given a chance. And if you lose this chance, forever again you will have to come in this world. So realize this fact. और आचार्य प्रीवियस आचार्य स्वामी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज, his Gurudev, my Gurudev, they came to tell you all these facts and follow Krishna Bhakti. एवं संसार भ्रमिते को मुझा साधु संग निज तत्व अवगत. Then luckily, traveling in this world, very luckily. What is luckily? It has been told. Bhaktistu bhavat sangena pariyayate satsanga prapyate kumbi sukritaya santi. There must be something in the ground that anyhow you have served any Vaishnava, who have served Dham, Vrindavan Dham, Navdeep Dham, Puri Dham, who have served any Vaishnava, and if he is so much, then sadhu sangi you have. So I think you are very lucky that you have had the son of Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, and after that in his parampara. So, you should always remember this. Sadhu Sangha Nija Tattva. When you have a Sadhu Sangha, you should always remember, oh, now my this sansar is going to be end. What? My journey in this world is now to be stopped because of sadhu sangha. Sadhu, but sadhu. He should be sadhu. Sadhu means sat, following the sat. What is sat? Krishna is sat. Mahaprabhu is two sat, three satya. He is satya himself, and satya comes from him. So, those who serve that Krishna, they are really sadhu. Not only he knows all Shastra, he has remembered all these slokas of Srimad Bhagavad like parrot. And he can speak so much things. But not following, then he is like a parrot. Nothing. Nija tattva jani aap sansara na kare. When he knows oh, I am not Bhattaji, I am not inhabitant of this world, and Nitya Das of Krishna, eternal servant of Krishna. So I should stop my all sense gratification, all attachment in this world, and that attachment should be given into Krishna's glory. Can you do? Then shall. You should promise that I will give my whole and then attention, everything, only for Krishna, to please Krishna. If you can promise and do like that, from today, detach from both. Be like each Grihastha, then be like Janak Maharaj or Subhas Pandit. And if sannyasi or brahmachari, then Mahaprabhu like. Then Krishna prem will come. Asadhu Sangre Bhai, Krishna Nahi. In Asadhu Sangha, those who are not sadhu, in their guidance, Krishna will learn. That name will come. Bahirai bate naam kabuna. It will be Sadai Namapara. Sometimes maybe Namabha. Sadai Namapara. ये सब जाना भी भाई कृष्ण भक्ति का. All these things, Namapara is not now. Namabhas is not Sukhanam. So try to know that what is Sukhanam and try to do that Sukhanam. Kabu Namabhas, Kabu Sada Namabharat, ये सब जाने भाई. So, who is sadhu and who is a sadhu, first we should know. They had told the symptoms of sadhu. Who is a sadhu? Mayavadiman. And secondly, Istri Sangi. Not for all marriage-like person, Grihastha. They should not be too attached to their own wife. And sannyasi, bhai, proper sannyasi person. They should not, even by mind they should speak with ladies. Not even in dream. My dear sannyasi, take in mind, you will see a statue of wood, lady, then might be gold, like Ajami, you cannot control. So be very careful. Jadi Krishna karibe sadhu sangha karo, asadhu sangha parihara. Give up the association of those who are not sadhu. Mayavadi, Vishayi and Istri. If ladies are doing illicit, they are also Istri and also men also. Das aparad kajo, man apaman. You should try to be careful from dust. Take aparad. You should know take aparad. And kajo man apaman. If you want to do bhajan, give up your prestige, keep your prestige, and take it, throw it in ocean, and give proper respect to others who are qualified, and be Sahisnu like trees, tall. In this way, you can chant her name. Sukhanam, is very difficult, very difficult. But we are in process. If you truly follow this process, you will come a very high class of Vaishnava. Anasakte Visay Guru, Vijukta Vairagya. You cannot give up eating. You cannot give up air taking from nose. Words by ears. Cold or hot winds. You can. But don't be attached to anyone in this world. Like air, like sun, like fire. Like fire takes everything good and bad, and it burns them, but not taking anything from them. So be right. Air, sometimes very good fragrance, sometimes bad smell, she takes, and after some time. So you should, what is favorable for you, health to maintain, you should take this favorable for you. And very strongly you should reject all these things because not favorable for you. If you will do, certainly favorable. And if you are only outwardly all these things, not properly followed, how can that work? Krishna Bhakti Anukul Karaha Svikar, Krishna Bhakti Pratikul Kara Parihar, Gyan Yoga Chesta Chhada, Asat Karma Shankar. You should try to give up Gyan, Nirvishesh Gyan, Nirvishesh Yog, and other karma. In Gita it has been told, Sarva Dharman Parityajamam Ekam Saranam Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mukti. If you take the shelter of Krishna, really, he will support and nourish you. In our Gita explanation, I have given a story. A Brahmin was translating Gita, and when he came, Ananta Shintayanto Mange Jana Patupasute Teshamaham Jo Puche Bhagavan. Arjun Mishra. If anyone taking shelter of Krishna solely, then Krishna tells, I take something on my head and carry it and give it. He cut out that line. Oh, how he will come? He may be sent by anyone, but how he will come? And he saw, after that, went to bed, and then what became? Oh, and then he was begging nothing today, whole day, and he returned, and when he returned, Brahmini at once came very fire in anger, told, oh, why you could not breathe yourself? Why you get to a very beautiful teenage and so much load? Oh, I have not given. Oh, come and see. And the boy is sitting there. And when he came inside and saw, oh, so much food stock, ghee, atta, dal, rice, sugar, oil, everything. Then where is that boy? And then he saw, he searched, but who was that? Krishna. then he can realize that, oh, I have done wrong. Those who will take shelter of Krishna, Krishna must bring everything on his head and he will come. So why you? And after that he saw that in Gita there is no red one. So while you are worried for your mentality, first be surrender totally and Krishna will support and direct. So many examples, so many examples. So I will have to go in a job, government job, and by that I will maintain. So many brahmachari do like that, taking suffering also. That should not be like that. They should have a firm belief in Krishna, that Krishna will nourish and support. And do bhajan, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And wait till evening, if anything is coming or not. Oh, be storm in night and you will see, oh, Krishna cannot remain. He will be restless and at once he will. So my request that you should be like that. We don't do anything for us, you know. And where we go, Krishna had arranged everything from before. Everything. Because we have solely surrendered. And if you will be like that, why Krishna? Krishna is now not ready. He is alive. He is always alive. So don't worry for that. Either ready or ready. Market bag, don't have market bag. You know monkey? He has no shelter. He has no home. He has no cooking room. He has no any cloth to wear. Nothing. Nishkinchan, Param Mahan Nishkinchan. But when he sees monkey, lady monkey, at once what he does. And when you will see the ladies are taking some banana or anything to eat Thakurji, at once they jump. Even they will take from your lap your voice also. And they will go to top of trees. And when you will eat something, then. So don't be miracle like that. Krishna Mar Palarache Jana Sabaka. You should know that Krishna is not seeing us. You know that anyone not doing, we are not doing anything. But we see that Krishna is sending too much, so much. And not only me, to with him, so many group is he having. Krishna has arranged, Mahaprabhu has arranged that you should hear Katha. Oh, cooking is ready. After my class, very delicious food you will have. Nothing to worry, nothing to cook, nothing to do anything. So Krishna has arranged all this. Sadhu Bhava Bada Kashta Jive Jaya. Krishna wrote that Sadhu Sangha is very hard for these Kalyug persons. So Krishna has become name himself. Understand? Krishna has what? He has invested all his power, all his mercy, all his quality. In other words, Krishna is himself become holy. So, what Krishna cannot give, only ignorance can give. If you want to take darshan of Krishna, you want that Krishna should come, he will not come. But when you will chant Hare Krishna, oh, he is bound to come. Gorapada Sai Gora Buddhiman, Gorabai Sadhu Guru Narinat. So what are you doing? Don't take by this year and oh, it should go into the water. And then really you will be sadhu, and very soon Krishna Prem will come. And at once, the Duke of Krishna from Golu Vrindavan, not Vishnu Duke, Krishna will come. And then, oh, please come with us. Go, Premanande.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, you should go Krishna.
Tomorrow,
Oh, you.
it's our
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Take mic. You should take mic.
Hare Krishna. Tomorrow is our last day in festival, and Gurudev came late due to his health problem. He'll come tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. We'll come here for darshan. And you can sit in group and make some way, and whoever wants to come, they pranam to Gurudev, they can come. And tomorrow, fire sacrifice will take place 7:30 a.m. Whoever taken Diksha or Harinam, the male or female, or will try to attend fire sacrifice. Before Gurudev class, darshan you want to finish fire sacrifice. It will take place either here or in front of Gurudev Bhajan Kundi. You can tie up with Leela Purushottam Prabhu or Krishna Devi Dasi. They will tell where will be proper place for fire sacrifice. So tomorrow fire sacrifice 7:30 a.m. and Srila Gurudev darshan 10 a.m. here. Hare Krishna. Thank you for the cooperation. And tomorrow is Ekadashi also. Tomorrow is Ekadashi. Must be prohibited from grain or any beans. Hare Krishna. Thank you for the cooperation.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Wyjdź na zewnątrz tędy do auta.